welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the Magical Girl story. Today, somehow, because I actually did some things that I came around with and I figured it out, so I actually want to show you guys the, how do you say that? I want to show you guys what I figured out. That's the word. Jesus, I'm absolutely rusty today. But yeah, I hope you're gonna be enjoying this. It's gonna be a very well, not a very long stream, honestly. Most of it likely because of how of uh, me being absolutely tired. I actually had to work. I actually had to help some people with their new house, and that takes a lot of downtime before I can recover from that. Tomorrow I will be doing a gaming stream, so that's gonna be fun. Probably gonna do some Crowd Champions. Or I'm gonna be continuing with the Lords of Fallen because both are absolutely bangers to play. So that's gonna be fun, and then I will also probably do that at a long. It will be a very long one, so I hope you'll enjoy that kind of idea. So yeah, no further ado, let's get started on this, and I'll show you what I figured out. Well, not figure out, but basically figured out what I had a problem with. So allow me to. Do I have the thing with me? No, I have another thing with me, but yeah. So if you look at this drawing right now, you can see that this is the drawing, right? So if I now go back here and no. I need to do this. I need to do this the other way around, right? Yeah, I do. All right. Let me grab the telephone so that I can show you guys what I mean with the progress. Apparently it isn't. Apparently I didn't put it on a different layer. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long explanation to be done with. So no further ado, let's get started. Here is the telephone, which is the most important part of the goddamn thing. Not gonna lie. So what I figured out with the telephone, of course, was there was some major issues that I had with the drawing. After some short reconsideration with it, let me see. I need to get this thing in here, and then I will post this in the garbage chat. Let's see. I need to put it on some of the chats. Is there any spam channel? Probably there is. Right. There it is. Spam channel. Let's put in the R channel. That's the easiest one to go for. Mainly because of with the R channel, I can actually put something in there that is actually still the same. So let me do that, and then after that, I will get you guys the update because holy shit, I'm rusty on this. So if I put this now in here, so I will go to files, then I will go to. I believe it's the WhatsApp version, so no, I need to go to here, and then I need to go to the WhatsApp. There you go, WhatsApp itself. No, not that one. All right. WhatsApp images? Yes, WhatsApp images. I think that's the one, right? Yeah. So let's see. This one. Yep, that one. Absolutely nice. Good. So allow me to load it up, and then of course, copy it, and then copy it, and then of course paste it. Mainly because I want to show you guys what I mean here. So I'm gonna be putting this on a different roster. I think that would be the best and smartest move to do it. So let me just grab this and then paste it so that you guys can see what I mean here. Monitor, there you go. Load it up. And here we have the same one, but then, the drawing from yesterday, actually. So what I mean here, there are some issues with this one. I hope you can all, we're going to be doing a little bit of a spot the differences so that you guys can actually see what I mean. Because it bothered me big time that there were some issues. So, let me grab a lovely little color. I think yellow would be the right color for this, right? No. Red? Yes, red is a good idea. The take line, there you go, red. Good. Alright, so if you look at this, for instance, I can show you guys what I mean here. So what I fixed here, for instance, with this one compared to this one, and I put it on differently, yes I did. Good. So you can see that the face from here to here is different. There is a different proportion on that. Because if you look at this drawing, for instance, the face is a little bit more different. The angle of this, let's see, grab the angle, up here. The angle here is like this. Compared to when I look at this, for instance, the angle is more cherry-like. So if you look at a cherry, for instance, you have like a strawberry, for instance. You have like those little cheeks that are on those. And I actually fixed that bit. So the proportions around it has like, you can put like a little bit of a, see, you can put blush on it if you want. Well, if you put blush on this one, it gives a little, it lacks some stuff. One of the things that it lacks is actually the depth. So if you look at this, for instance, the eyes are correct. The eyes are in the right position. But when you look at the spaces between the eyes and the nose, you have then the mouth right here. So the problem with that is that because the space between this is too short, so this is too short compared to the eyes, it feels off. So off. So one of the things that was a problem was that the face was not fully well drawn out. I had a lot of issues with it because I was like, why is this always looking so strange? Why does the face not feel like alive? Why does the face feel so flat? And because of this, right here, because of this line, it has a much more of a better appearance, a much more cuter appearance, and therefore, I can put like, a little bit of, that good old fashioned, effect to it. And that actually is great because it doesn't impact the drawing itself. It doesn't impact anything else that causes it. Well, if you look at the old version, it does impact it because even if I would add it to it, it wouldn't make it would look a little bit more flatlined. And because it is flatlined, it actually doesn't create that cute effect that it has. Like it doesn't create those little chibi cheeks with the cheeks. Technically, that's the word for it. No, fuck it. I'm gonna go with that word. So because it doesn't have those cheeks, that's one of the mistakes. So allow me to put a red thing right here. Oh well, technically it's in here. But yeah, so the cheeks are one. Then this eye right here, this bit of an eye right here, if you look at it, that is also strange. One of the things that it doesn't feel like is that it's actually quite soulless. This is mainly a cause that is caused by certain types of things. I have this, I have the problem with it almost all the time when I'm starting to draw with faces. If you look, for instance, in the comparison with the blah 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 blah, where's the old fucking piece of shit? Where is it? Where's the old one? Give me garbage. Where is it? Because I need to look at the garbage, for instance, where it was. Anime grill. Yeah, there you go. It's the grill. It's the grill. It's the anime grill. There you go. So here we have Monsieur right here. The soulless eye. The soulless of the soulless eyes right here. The absolute pinnacle of soulless eyes. Right. That thing. Right there. Allow me to put it even more, pointing it towards there. This thing right here is a very pointless thing. So with that, of course, the problem with that is that it actually creates the person doesn't feel alive enough. Because if I would color this up, for instance, if I would color up with yellow, for instance, the eyes would not feel alive because of the reasons stated before. So if I put the eyes like this, and then, put the bright, and then put the black back in, the eyes feel very soulless. Compared to the eyes, if I look at this, for instance, if I then add the color towards it, I will put this downwards so that you guys can see. So if I put the eyes here, and then add, of course, a little bit of a nice little shading towards it, like this, and then add, let's see if I can get this done quick, so you guys can follow it, and then of course add some little bit of a Let's see, then add some light effect towards it. And then of course I need to have this blue, so let's see, let's add the blue effect to it as well. There you go, now it's blue instead of green because we needed the blue one. Add some like a darker color towards it as well. And here we go. So the eyes are much more alive. They feel more alive when you compare them to the soulless individuals. Because even if you had this, it's like, yes, I can read. I had Red Bull all day long. It's Red Bull time, baby. Red Bull time. Red Bull. When you're totally, you had too much energy, and then everything else is going bad. That's most likely the effect that is caused by looking at it. Because if I, for instance, have this like this would actually be the smartest move here. So if I have this if I have this color there, for instance, and I have this underneath this, because we need to look at the eyes, and if I then give them a shading bit, I'm just gonna add red because it's quite easy to work with, so that you guys can see what I mean here. And then of course I add the light towards it. The main problem is that this eye, for instance, it feels very eerie. It's very not like, it looks like this. Allow me to show you. It looks like, you're looking at something like, you right there. You, the person. I know you. That thing like, ooh, oh, no. That feeling is it, the person pointing towards you, and that's the eye. Well, with this eye, and I'm going to show you what I mean here. So instead, with this eye, for instance, it feels much more that she's interested in this, and then you have like this I don't know, whatever the book needs to tell you. Like it has like, I don't know, what's a good thing that girls like to read? Probably boy love. I don't know, probably boy love. That's an easy one. Or romance. Ugh, romance. Worst case scenario. I had once read a book about romance, because I had to read that for my Dutch. I think, yeah, Dutch. I actually needed to read 7 books. Guess what? 4 of the books I just took this. I just took the summary of Wikipedia and went with it, and then I had 1 book. Then I had 2 books left. 1 book was a movie, so I went with the movie part, because I don't read books too much. And then the last one, I read. That was the romance. Worst decision of my life, by the way. Luckily enough, I could skip a lot of it. Why? Because in Dutch culture, when it says romance, it's all about that sweet old baby, putting that baby back into making a baby. Fucking hell, it's horrible. It's all about well, how do you say that? Nah, I'm gonna just stop it. Yeah, that word right there. That's the word. Jesus. It's all about sex. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's absolutely horrible. Because it's like, oh, you have that scene? Great. Yay. I was not reading this because I wanted to read that. I wanted to read what the hell's going on. And it's like, I will describe you in perfect vision what is going on right now in this scene. And it's like, but the scene is all about sexing. Yeah. I see. So yeah, horrible. Not gonna lie, absolutely trash. Also, apparently the guy died. The guy from the romance guy that tried to woo the woman is like, great. She's at my doorstep, and she's like, I put a gun to your face because you had too many people. And it's like, oh great, I'm dead now. And that's how the story ended, by the way. Worst romance ever. Worst romance ever. Is it a thriller? Probably. Don't know. And it is definitely not my book that I would read. I rather would read something like fucking hell my nose. I would rather read something like, I don't know, Piranha Tornado or something like that city. Just a book about, if I wanted to read a thriller, I would read a thriller that is like about land sharks or whatever. But if I wanted to read a romance, I would probably read it about a knight and a knight saving a princess rather than reading a goddamn book about the modern day and how he was a photographer all day long, talking about the pictures he made, and then telling him, oh, it was the worst goddamn book ever. Don't recommend it. Read an encyclopedia. Much better. Absolutely. So, I had that book marked me for life. Jesus. By the way, worst come to worst. The only book that the teacher asked about, asked about in the summary was that book, and I was like, oh, I hate that book. Allow me to tell me exactly what's wrong with this book, and that's why I got an 8. But it's not a good one for the faint of heart. Absolutely not. Worst decision ever. Waste of almost fucking 2 whole weeks. I was like, I have this everything prepped perfectly, and then this comes in my way because I had to read a literature book. And tell you this, don't read written literature. It's bad. It's bad book. No. I'd rather read just, fantasy or something. But literature? Don't get me with that one. You cannot make me happy anymore with that. Absolutely not. And it was the first book and the last book I ever touched that had literature on it. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, I was not ranting about a goddamn book. Yes, so that was the first thing that was actually wrong with it. Now we need to go back here so that we can see what's the next bit that's wrong. So, as you can see, the eyes were a problem. The eyes were a problem right there, this one, and the cheeks. So that was the first bit that I had like a little bit of a trouble with thinking about, like, all right, what's more the deal? I came to the realization that the neck was a little bit different. The neck was not in the right position. It was like, looking at a giraffe from a distance, a giraffe like this. There you go. There you go. That's a giraffe. Right there, and you put that. So it was looking like a giraffe, right? The neck was it was like putting a face on top of a person, and that felt a little bit unnatural to me. So I had to fix that. But oh fuck! Yeah, there you go. So the giraffe was a problem because it was like a vase, alright? The giraffe was a problem. There you go. Giraffe was a problem because that giraffe was an oh my god, that looks like a bone. Alright. Let's put the giraffe like this. Wait. Yeah, that's now a giraffe. It's a zebra giraffe, alright? Don't ask questions about it. But yeah. So because it looks like a vase, the main problem with that is that because it looks like a vase, it felt a little bit unnatural, so I had to fix that. But by doing that, I had to actually move every single thing. I had to move this whole damn face. I had to cut it like that, like, chop, 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 chop. And then I had to move it to the right position. It was a little bit of a workaround, and then I came to the realization that this bit right here was quite important. This bit was very important. So I fixed that. Because here you can have it, it's too short, and I fixed that by increasing it a bit. So the size is a bit more, and I also made sure that I have this bit right here, the bottom part, I extended it a bit. So I extended that to give that space to be able to a little bit more. Because right now, that space was not there. I could not create it. I could not create it into the drawing. So I just cut it out, and I was like, all right, fine. I will increase the size so that it actually fits more in the way of how to do it. Then, after that, I also came to a realization that I had trouble with the hair. One of the bits of the hair problem was that this bit right here, this bit, and this bit were not moved upwards. So it felt a little bit like the hair was not put together in a bun a bit on the top part. So that bit was not fully correct. I moved that up, and now it looks much more better and more energetic. Also, the face looks energetic, the hair looks energetic. She herself is also a very good expressed energetic look, which is important to it. Then I was looking for like, what can I add to this to improve the drawing a bit? Because I was a bit on the high end, like, all right, I am now working on this, even though I promised myself to not work on it for today, this week. Well, next week at least, until until 2 weeks pass, and then continue working on it and fixing the drawing and all that stuff. But I was like, no, I must fix this because it bothers me dearly. I'm absolutely gonna fix it right now. So I did. I went on fixing it a bit, seeing like, all right, what can I do with this that needs to be fixed? So one of the things I was thinking about, putting in there, were actually, these things right here, the things that I can put. But the main problem with that, of course, it ruins the, how do you say that? It ruins the face a bit because of how that drawing looks. So if I look at this and I remove this bit, you have this, you have these eyelashes, for instance, that technically can be added to it. But the main problem with that is that it doesn't add to stuff that I want, and it also increases this weirdness in the right side of the drawing. So it creates this weirdness of like, it's almost looking like you're having a black eye, which is bad. Because if I add this to it, it actually, it doesn't suit it well. So I didn't find a way to get it fixed. So what I did instead, let's see. There you go. What I did instead, of course, was not adding them to it. And then I came to the realization, because I came to the realization again, because I'm an idiot most of the time. I came to the realization that I did that before. I did it before in the old drawings, which gives where I was, practicing with eyes and positioning upon how to do things this way. This one is the best one here to explain. So I did that beforehand, and I came to the realization that yes, if I add the eyes like this instead, I have a far more better look towards it. I have a far more, energetic look towards it, and it gives a much more easier way of drawing it. Also that, but most likely it gives a much more natural feeling towards it compared to these ones. Oh Jesus! Compared to where is it? This one. It gives a much more natural effect to it. Important towards it, so that's what I wanted to do with it. So I did that. Let me grab this. Not save this one. Not save that one. Not save this one. Don't save. Thank you. So that's the thing that I was experimenting with it. So yeah, those are the findings for this week. These are also the lessons of this week that I learned myself. You need to always be criticized upon your own work and making sure that you improve upon your own work by doing multiple times. So practice, and then it makes perfect. Yes, correct. But you also need to make sure that you look at your work and then bring it back towards it and say like, all right, what's wrong with it? And so I thought like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to do it today because I clearly don't have the energy to do anything else. And I'm really tired. It's almost incredible that it definitely didn't help that I had to do stuff. I had to do so much stuff actually. I had to well, I didn't actually have to do much stuff, but it was more like, the pressure around it was exhausting for me. If I try to help somebody do something or whatever, or hang out with people, and I'm like, doing stuff that I need to do for them, I my social energy is not that high most of the time. I of course try to improve upon that. That's always important, but yeah, that's why I'm like always exhausted when I'm visiting, when I'm visiting grandma or visiting other people. I'm always like fully exhausted after that, and then my whole social battery is like dead on the dead weight, and be like, yep, great. Now what? So yeah, but of course, I had to think. I was busy with fiddling with it and be like, oh, I will show this drawing to my family members. And I came to the realization like there's something bothering me. And then they like, oh, this looks good. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. There is something wrong. Well, of course, taking like thanks, but I'm like, damn it, I did something wrong and I had to fix it. So yeah, being critical about yourself and making sure that you fix the problem that comes with it is very important. Because otherwise, you never learn to improve. And if you don't improve, then well, most of the things that actually come to end, like "Ah, I have been drawing for many years. Everybody says that it's perfect, and then a professional comes around and be like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, and I'm like, well, you're right. That's what I say. But if you constantly if you have praises and then you don't improve upon your own work because you don't criticize, it actually weakens your work most of the time because there is no room for improvement. This is why with practice alone, you won't get you will get far. Don't get me wrong, but you still need to make sure that you're also criticizing your own work. So also compare your work with your own work from the past tense. That's the way to do it. But also just have the knowledge, bring the knowledge that you learned from the last things. Like I learned from this, for instance. Jesus, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's a lot of looking up and getting back to where I need to be. But just hold on a sec. Yeah, where is it? This one. That's a great one. Yep. Those two you can always look up. This one is always a good one for expressions on the face, just to look it up and see where it is. And where is the other one? That one. So with these things, of course, you learn like how the proportions work, what is wrong when you draw something, and then you work for that. Of course, the problem is when you are working for a whole day on it, you most likely won't be able to see the mistakes that you made. Mainly because of you looking at the same drawing all the time, all the time, all the time, and then you'll be like, all right, nothing has changed. It happens when you constantly draw a circle, for instance. If you draw a circle and you draw a circle and you draw a circle, you can draw a circle and a circle and a circle and a circle. The main problem is most of these circles are not correct, all right? Most of these circles are not correct, but then you're like, oh, this circle is good, all right, I will take this circle, and then this circle, and this circle. And because you're constantly looking at the same circle most of the time, because you're making the same circle again and again and again and again, and you're trying to improve upon it, you will make mistakes that, because you're looking at two circles and say like, all right, what's the difference? And then you'll be like, I don't know. This one or that one, it gets confusing. Well, that's always a problem. So yeah, then you always need to take a break, which is important. Break is one of the most easiest way to figure out what is the hell wrong. This is why I always make sure that once I'm done with drawing for almost 3 hours, I always take a break. Of course, with the break, I not always get the same result. Because, sometimes things are very it takes some time to get towards you, When you have mistakes that you make, sometimes the problem always comes nagging, being like, hey, look at this. Look at this. Are you not, don't you see that the problem is there? Look at it. And then of course, eventually be like, Hold up. Look at it! Oh, blue. Blue is better for this. Look at it! Right there! Don't you see that the eye is deadless? Wait, you see that the eye is not alive? It doesn't feel alive? How do you fix this? And then, of course, you're gonna go to the list of like, all right, there is something wrong with this eye. How the hell do I fix this? Well, then you're gonna get the list, and then the list is always like trial and error time. So it's like, you have a bomb, and then you need to defuse it with a scissor. Will that work? Probably not, because this is made of metal. And somehow it's on fire. But yeah, so then you look at the trial and error. So the first thing you think like, all right, I will just fix this mouth and this nose. It doesn't work. So, all right, how do I fix it then? All right, I will fix something with the face instead. And then you're like, all right, it partially worked. So it's a boop boop. All right, so now you still have a problem with the eye. What I came to the realization then afterwards, it's a quite easy one to understand. I came to the realization when I looked at this, as you can see, this one is not pointed towards the nose. So instead of having the arc, which I'm normally using because this reason right here, there is an arc with the eyes, which is it's the distance between the eyes and is big and wide on one eye. So you need to make sure that you have like a distance that is almost the same as the eye itself, which happens here. As you can see, there is a distance between it, which is almost the same as a new eye, which is important. But with this one, no, oh god, oh this one, yes, I am almost there. This one also has that, but this one has a problem. The problem is, because this face is technically gonna be facing this way, we need to technically change the arc a bit. So instead of this, we need to make it like this. So we're gonna make it like this. If I'm correct, right? Oh no, it's upwards. So instead of that, we need to go upwards. So this one and then that one. So to change that, of course, you need to also make sure that you have like this one needs to go that way, that one needs to go this way. So you need to make sure that the eye, this one right here, needs to rotate. So that's how you fix that. So by rotating this eye, you get this. Ta-da! Then adding the cheek towards it creates a much more cuter effect towards it, which is actually important because it's still good. Then, of course, increase the size of the mouth, therefore keeping the proportions the same. So keeping the yes, I did it on the right leg. Keeping the proportions the same, we still have the same idea. So we have the nose, we have the eyes, we have the mouth. The eyes are still like this, therefore the ear is still connected here. If I ever want to add it towards it, all good and dandy. Therefore, the proportions are all correct. Yeah, goes a lot of science in it, honestly, or geometry, or what is it called? Autonomy. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I hope this was useful today. I also hope that you enjoyed this. My little rant upon like my discovery would be like, oh my god. No, I did this I worked on this for almost an hour on the stream and then it's still wrong. Jeez. So yeah, I had to fix it. And I did it with my spare time. That night, actually. I came actually to the realization that night when I wanted to show it to my parents and be like, well, there is something wrong on this. I have to fix this now. So yeah, I did it around, what, 6 o'clock? No, wait. 7? Oh, fuck. No, I am confused. I just fixed it, all right? I fixed it this day, I believe, this day or yesterday. Did I fix it? No, yesterday I fixed it. Yes, yesterday I fixed it. And then the stream actually happened. I can look this up. I can do science. Hold up. I need to do this before I leave because I need to know Alright, when was this stream? When was this waggity waggity stream? I need to make sure that I have this because this is important. This is like science kind of important. Alright, May the 24th. Yes, that's true. Alright, and when was this streamed? Give me a date! No? No date? No date today? Okay. Alright, hold up, I can see. 1 day ago. That is not helpful! God damn it. Alright. Oh, wait. I know. Yes, I always have the timer on this. Alright, I have a smart move here. Alright, I need to look at this, and then I will look at it the way how I always look at it. Again. Alright. Oh. I don't record the thing. Oh wait, I do. 4 o'clock. Yes, I did it at nighttime. Yes, I did it at 7 o'clock. Yes. I did it after lunch. So, hear me out. I was frustrated with how I came to notice this, alright? I was frustrated. So goddamn frustrated that I made fish, alright? I made fish with good old fashioned, I made quality dish, but then the fish had bones in it, and I was like, great. I order filet, and then I get fucking bones. So I go to my parents' house and say like, oh, I wrote my own dish. Can I cook here then instead? And then they said like, all right, sure, did. So I went there. It's amazing, by the way. I cooked up some sweet old-fashioned chicken schnitzels, so that's always good. I cooked them, I baked them, made them my own, eat them up, was quality food, definitely. I was still frustrating because I was like, I am this close to fixing it, alright? I'm this close to having a good day because I made myself the drawing and I ordered myself with some good old-fashioned delicious food that I cooked myself. But no, I wrote my own dish because apparently the filet actually had bones in it. Next time I won't order fish. Next time I will just get goddamn more shrimps because apparently shrimps don't have bones. Who would have thought? And they're also super delicious with oyster sauce. So you get that good. So yeah. Back to the point. So I asked my parents like, hey, I sent you the drawing that I made for the stream. How do you like it? And they said like, oh, it's good. And then I looked at it again. And I was like, something is not right. And then I went back home and fixed it. That's how I fixed it, by the way. Because I felt like there was something wrong. And then I went into a big giant, investigation with a big giant hourglass being like, what's over here? Ah, yes. It's that bit right over there that is actually need to be fixing. Yes. Or that bit. So yeah, I went totally detective mode on this. And it's great. It's great because you learn a lot from it. And that's why I always like it. I always like to fix my own goddamn works. However, there are some things that I don't like to fix. One of the things that I don't like to fix when I'm absolutely not motivated for it. One of the things that I was not motivated for, and I said like, all right, it's over. I'm done with it. Was mainly because I came to the realization when I was working on it that the style itself requires a lot of things, and I have not specialized in that style too good. It is a style that is fucking hell my head. Come on, we're almost there. The style that all right, my head is absolutely bullshitting me, so that's absolutely lovely. All right, so the style that I'm normally using, for instance, the church project right here. This is the style that I normally use. The very detailed drawing style. The main problem with this style is that it is absolutely a nightmare to work with. The good thing is, this is a drawing that I made from a picture. So, the picture, the drawing, the picture, the drawing. So it looks very good. It is also a very nice one to work around with on how to get the texture up and running, because I was practicing how to create structures. All right. But then I came to the realization that yes, the art style itself is very good. It's a very detailed art style. But the problems with it is, allow me to show you, the expressions on it is absolutely horrendous. There are no expressions on it. It's like you're looking at a gray slate, which this is why I went on a very big journey on getting this fixed, by the way. Alright, let's get Yakutop in there, because that's the one that I'm looking for, right? Is it Yakutop or is the other one? Oh, please tell me it's the other one. Oh, it is. It is. Alright, good. So then I came to a realization that I had to combine them both. I actually had to combine both of the drawings with each other and see on how that works. Then I came to the realization that yes, getting those styles together might be a very smart move, because back in the day I always drew like two styles. I had two different styles. The simple ass style of where is it? Where's the easiest one to go for? Ah, yes. I had two styles. I had a very cartoonish style, which I liked a lot, and then of course I also had this style, which is the heavy detailed version, and I don't, and most of the things don't work very good on it. So then I came to the realization that I had to actually fix that. I had to find a way to get the style that I like, both, by the way, I like both, but the style that I can like and I can produce good. So what I did was, of course, improve on the first style, the cartoonish style, and then you can get stuff like this, for instance. Yeah. So a friend of mine and I had a contest upon like drawing each other's drawings drawing each other's characters in their own style. So I went like, all right, fine, I'll try that. I did it, and I also wanted my cake back, because I want my cake back. It's one of the things that I do want to have, because let's see where the cake is. Oh wait, that makes things more stupid. Yeah, that fucking hell, that makes things more. Never mind. I'm rambling here, but yeah, I wanted to make the cake again, because I created the cake for the first time. I believe it's in the speed drawings, right? Yeah, it's in the speed drawings. Not that one, that's Drawfest 4, speed drawings, there he is. And there you have the cake. So I created the cake the first time, all right? It was 4 years ago. I created the cake, and then after 2 years, I was like, all right, I will make the cake, because I'm now better at drawing humans. So I did. I drew her character again in my cartoonish style, and I added the stuff that was necessary. So I created the banana cake. Then, of course, I was like, all right, how do I add more detail towards the drawing? So I was with that drawing. Where is it? Where is the humbly drawing? Here it is. The thumbnail that everybody knows about. So, because I learned how the cartoonish style works, and how to get it better into it, I was like, all right, how can I give the drawing more livelihood while keeping the tone much more energetic, making it more energetic? So I was like, all right, I need to make hair. How the hell do I make hair? That was the first thing I was asking myself, like, how the hell do I make hair that looks good? So that's how Rufina Lola actually got much more better hairstyle by experimenting with that. That was the come on, that one, right? Yeah, these ones. Yeah, these ones right here. Those. By experimenting with that, I actually got much more of a better idea of how to do it. So the first time I tried to do it, I did it with dark lines, not black lines, but dark lines, and then add black towards it. It went good. It went good. Don't get me wrong, but there are some issues with it that I had to fix. So I fixed that by, of course, adding black towards it. So now you have this, which is a much more better effect towards it. Of course, the drawing itself is not fully correct. There are proportions issues with this, because, drawing a body is also a goddamn nightmare sometimes. Because, you know, I have never learned how to draw humans. I had 15 years just drawing dinosaurs, drawing demons, drawing nature's reserves, which always are absolutely glorious when you are drawing things with the art style that I said before. The heavy detailed art style is great for drawing such things like buildings, drawing, you know, animals and all that stuff. But cartoonish style, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't get me wrong, but that's like a big step forward, buddy. So yeah, I had to learn how to draw humans, and that took me a while because, you know, it took me a big while to get to where I started, because this was what I started. All right, this is where we started. This is now 4 years in. This is where I started with a potato face. I got that. Here, allow me to show you. Potato face. That's one mistake. Slim Shady right there, way too slim. It's actually, by the way, a very common mistake that most people use. They use they create a far too slim torso while keeping the body height quite big. So the body height is quite long, so it's long, but the torso itself is very slim. So that's not good. Then, of course, you know, we have noodle arms. We have noodle arms right there, noodle arms, which are out of proportion with the rest because of the body itself. And then, of course, you know, the legs are pretty decent, but they're also noodles technically, so it's noodle time, noodles. So yeah, it's a quite important thing to know. Also, the hair, as you can see. Back in the day, I actually didn't pay attention on the hair. I just wanted to do some highlights, but that's it. It didn't actually went pretty well where. And right now, we actually are far more better in it. It looks much more entertaining. It has much more expression to it, and that's important. If you don't add expression towards an artwork, most of the time it will fall bland, because. Now I need to get this one. God damn it. I need to grab... which one should I pick for this example? Yes. The art drawing. Yes, the art drawing. I should get the William Beard image here for it. Alright, autosave. Discard autosave. I don't care. It's not important here. Alright, so we need to remove this one because we have already talked about that. Already talked about that. No. Alright. So, with this drawing, for instance, there are many things on the screen. Imagine my shock. I went pretty nuts on this one. We will go for blue is the best one for this one, if I'm correct. So, what I mean here is there is the eye of the beholder. So, when you have an eye, let me grab this one so that it's easier to look at. When you have an eye, the eye will always look at the picture itself. So the eye will be looking like, yes, I can see everything. However, the eye always needs to make sure that you have a lot of focus points. So if you go to, for instance, towards, right here. So you want to actually have an eye right there. You want to have an eye right there. You want to have an eye right there. So these eyes are the eyes that actually, you know, this eye actually can go this way, or this way. Therefore, it looks at these top parts. Then on the bottom part, you place a creature down that pays attention. So the eye actually moves from this way to that way, from this way to that way, from this way to that way. Then you have an eye here that gets this section done. Then you have an eye that can also go this way, and that way, and this way. And therefore, you have the whole damn picture. Can be entertaining to look at. So the person that looks at it won't get bored, so it won't go to sleep and be like, yeah. So it won't go to sleep because of well, you know, boringness, which is important. So yeah, I hope that explains my explanations today. And yeah, it was fun discussing with you guys upon what I learned today and how I fixed everything yesterday. And I hope you like the I hope you like the result that I made, or well, the progress I made yesterday. And I just wanted to show you guys the thought process behind it, on how I did actually fix it. Of course, there are still some issues here. For instance, the hands right here. This hand right here needs to be fixed, but that's a minor problem that will be fixed. That's a minor problem, but I will save it like this because it's important. That's a problem, so that I don't forget. And then next week we will be starting with we will be working on the scene again, and the week after that we will be finishing this one up. All right, I hope you'll enjoy for today, and tomorrow I will do some gaming streams, and I hope I'll see you then. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day, and bye.